Hey everyone, this is Charlie the Plug, your host of the Detroit Metro Plug podcast, powered by Empower You Ventures. Don't forget to subscribe so you too can be a part of the biggest empowerment network on YouTube and Facebook. We bring you weekly interviews of Detroit difference makers in the area of entrepreneurship, community involvement, also reaction to business news and community news. This does not happen without your support. Thank you. All right, welcome to another episode of the Detroit Metro Plug podcast, where connections matter. I am Charlie the Plug, Charles McKay, aka Charlie the Plug, and each week we bring you interviews of Detroit difference makers in the area of entrepreneurship and community involvement. And so I'm excited about our three guests here this evening because they're going to talk about what they do individually here in the community in their nonprofit work and community work, as well as a special collaboration in the city of Detroit that will be held at Wayne State University. And they're going to talk more about that. So I want to thank those who are watching us live. Happy Wednesday to everyone. Summer is finally coming to Detroit. Got a little hot today. Hopefully everybody's doing well. And if you're finding value in what we're doing, please like, share, subscribe. Let the social media algorithm know that positive, uplifting content is important too. So just want to, this is episode 153. Got to get some air horns. So I want to go into a little brief introduction to our guests. And I just want to make sure, just checking something on our audio. Yep, audio is doing good. I had a video where the first few minutes the audio didn't go good, so I always want to check to make sure. All right, so I want to do a little introduction, and then I'll give it over to our guests to kind of share a little bit more about themselves. So we have right next to me we have Julius Curry, former NFL player, retired from the NFL. And he's doing some charity work. He currently has Curry Motorsports, and he's going to talk about that organization. We also have Don Q. Patterson. He's founded Inspirational Learning, and he's going to share about that, what he's doing with mentoring and helping kids in the area of reading, math, and some other skills. We also have Dawn Patterson, and she's the founder of IMI City. And they're doing great work here. She's also does real estate and other businesses as an entrepreneur. On today's episode, we spotlight an innovative, impactful free summer program that will be held at Wayne State University, focused on motorsports, mentoring, and more, a unique summer program at Wayne State University. And I don't know who wants to go first, but can you just tell us a little bit about, to our guests, a little bit about yourself and just your ties with the city of Detroit? So,
yeah, I don't mind kicking it off. My name is Don Q. Patterson. I am the founder and CEO of Inspirational Learning. We kind of built that program for our city. Just like I love to see how much our city has grown in regards to people wanting to make an impact with education. That's something that I really, truly take to heart. That's why I started the organization. I really wanted to make sure that, we were able to deliver tutoring with the impact. And what I mean with the impact is we're going to come with program and resources at the same time, not just the curriculum, which the curriculum is very important. But we want to make sure that we deliver on both ends because we got to keep the children engaged. So just want to touch on just that for the summer program with JBC, Joy Bell. He brought Joy Bell Charity, and he does a foundation every year, which is the football program. And he kind of brought us all together for the program. So big shout out to him. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to make it, but that's what he does for the community.
Okay.
Well, I'm Curry Motorsports, and I started the driver development program last year, and I was like, man, how can I get back to Detroit and be a part of something that's big? And so I got a call from Dawn, and Dawn and Don Q, and they were like, "Hey, would you want to be a part of our program?" And I said, "Man, I'd love to." And so, what we're going to be doing is provide an opportunity where students learn about motorsports and STEAM, and show how they can find job and career opportunities in motorsports. So that was one of our main goals, and and so this year it's going to be a fun summer. I wanted to see like what our whole team can do. Like, this is our first year in this program. Usually we work on our own, but now this is our first year. We're all going to come together. And so we really wanted to see how motorsports and football go together, with Joy's background in football and my background in football.
Okay.
And then their education background and business development background. I thought it was a great opportunity.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Dawn Patterson with IMI City. IMI City is business consulting. We do corporate to community partnerships as well. So coming together with this collaboration was just a no-brainer. As Q said, the curriculum focuses on the literacy and math, but Curry Motorsports also has a curriculum too that focuses on STEAM. So we're heavy into that STEM world. STEAM, the A for arts and automotive. And Curry Motorsports, it has 3 divisions, right? They're a race team, but also driver development, as Julius said. But then we do a curriculum. And in our curriculum, we really want to teach the kids that there's career opportunities in motorsports, right? On and off the track. So you don't necessarily have to be a race car driver. So this is a great opportunity for kids to sign up for the program to learn more about it. We're going to have like a dynamic leadership team with different panelist discussions, kind of like that TED Talk as well. So I think this is just a great opportunity. I'm so happy that we brought it here in the city of Detroit.
Wow. Well, thank you for bringing this great collaboration to the city of Detroit. I want to go back to you, Julius. Found it interesting about motorsports. And growing up, I remember seeing some of the news clips of the Grand Prix, which was just here last weekend. And I have to admit, I'm not in tune with, with whether it's Indy car racing, stock car, or NASCAR. So explain to our audience, what is motorsports who may not be, educated, and what's the opportunities for our community?
But motorsports is pretty much anything that operates with an engine, like from small go-karts all the way to Lamborghinis and Ferraris, which you race out in Las Vegas. Stock car racing like NASCAR or Indy cars or Formula One cars. So there are different types of cars, series, and classes. And so what we do is just a basic introduction. Like, this is the introduction to what is a V8, what is a V6, what is a V4. How does suspension, is important in the car when you turn it on a curve. Do you brake on a curve? Do you hit the gas on the curve? Those are some of the simple things that we start to teach the younger kids. So they can see, especially in the karting phase, they can really see, see what it takes to, what do they have what it takes, and understand what it means to be on the track and not just be out there just trying to have fun, but to understand like how can I make my fastest lap? And racing is really about racing against yourself. Every second matters, right? And the more you can focus on training, the better you can get when you get to be a professional race car driver and you get out there on the track and make the passes that you need to make to win the race or to not crash and save the race and, make it to the next race. So it's a lot of different things in the industry that, that we're going to talk about to the kids. But I think the main thing is just to access an opportunity, like, so they can just learn the basics, learn the basics of motorsports. And so we're going to have a great staff and great instructors that's going to help the kids learn.
The differences between the two, because a lot of people don't know what's IMSA, what's NASCAR, what's Indy, what's F1.
I know.
Like, to be the best person to answer that.
If
you kind of want to explain, like.
I want to get to that in a second. We got some live viewers. I want to recognize those in the chat. Thank you for supporting independent media, and be sure to like, subscribe, and support what our guests are doing in this summer. So we have Quinn Stepping. So they're excited about what's going on. We also have a viewer, I think, says, I can't wait for my children to participate in the summer camp. So so thank you for those who in the chat.
Well, yes, we definitely appreciate everyone who has signed up their child. It will be a very unique experience. It is going to be wonderful, and hopefully it's something fresh and new to the city.
Yeah. Now, I want to, if you don't mind, Dawn kind of did a lead in. So how did you personally get into motorsports? Because, growing up, I grew up west side of Detroit. We just
Yeah.
did basketball, football.
Yeah.
I even play, softball, baseball, but I didn't know. Like, how
I
did
was a
you?
race fan. I started off as a race fan as a kid. My dad actually one of his best favorite drivers was Dale Earnhardt.
Oh, Dale Earnhardt. Okay.
So the NASCAR was kind of the thing, and my uncle Tim, he was more into drag racing, so he NHRA.
Right.
So I was in a divided house when it comes to the two, and I wanted to fall in love with road racing.
Okay.
And so like you said, those are the different type of racing tracks that you can go to and compete at.
Right.
And so when I started the diversity, I said, man, motorsports is so diverse. It's not just one area you can focus on. You can go straight, you can go in a circle, or you can go on the road.
Right.
And I think, those are the things that like at 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th grade, those are the things that they're going to be learning and that we should be teaching them. And so
Right.
NASCAR is more like stock car racing. They're closed wheel versus Formula One, and IndyCar open wheel cars.
Right.
And so that's kind of the main difference. NASCAR have different type of cars too, like modified cars, which is an open wheel type race car.
Okay.
Boleros for kids, midget cars, quarter midgets. So there are different types of cars, and I wish I had a picture to show, to go with.
We'll show your website to the
Yeah.
audience as we move along.
Yeah, but we've helped youth series and NASCAR youth series last year. We sponsored MMRA in Detroit, and so now we want to get more into the school systems and after this summer get more into full-time curriculum all year round.
Yeah, because I didn't have that exposure to motorsports, and I'm learning while I'm sitting here. So I think that's a great opportunity for people to participate in. It's a great, because I think, is it fair to say you guys are the only program is offering to kids in the city?
Well, currently, yes, that are doing hands-on training, and we actually taking kids out to the racetracks too.
Okay. Is the racetracks far from
here in
the
Michigan? Yeah, within an hour. We have a few races an
Okay.
hour. One of our tracks that we really go to is Waterford Hills Raceway.
Okay.
We're going to be doing some stuff at M1 Concourse, Mac Base is there, Birch Run, Wasso. So there's a couple of different tracks that are within an hour that people that are from Detroit or near those cities can come out and just enjoy a day at the racetrack.
Now, do you drive yourself?
Oh, yeah. I actually started off in 2012. I went to racing school. Had some issues on my back and my neck and my hands with arthritis, so I did kind of take a step back and focus more on ownership and focus on like race car drivers and building my staff, making sure that we have a team to operate the business and take a step back from the car seat.
Okay. So that's good. That's great, because the audience it's not just about being in the car. There's ownership and there's the support stuff. I see on the racetrack where they changing tires and they I guess it's pit crew.
Pit crew.
Pit crew. Yeah.
And I saw that there was need more like workforce development. And so my goal was to build champions and not just focus on winning championships. A lot of teams focus on winning championships, and our goal is to build the next generation of champions.
Okay.
And that starts at 5 years old. So we start from 5 all the way to 50 years old. When people want to come out to the track and get involved, we do have that before our summer program.
Right. Oh, okay. That's awesome. Now I want to get a chance for you guys to talk about what organizations you represent, and then the collective what you guys are doing with is it Joy Bell? Joy Bell. I'm sorry, Joy Bell, former running back with the Detroit Lions. So share a little bit about what you're doing now with Inspirational Learning.
Yeah, so Inspirational Learning, we focus on math and reading curriculum, and we partner with different community partners, and we try to just deliver a good program for them. So normally, they present a need where they had kids who may underperform at a lower grade level, and we try to get those kids to their grade level or above within a short period of time. So it's not just about what the curriculum is, it's also how you deliver the curriculum. It's a very unique way where you kind of reach the kid to where they understand and digest the information. So that's what Inspirational Learning does. And, in regards to the collaborations that we make, we want to make sure that, we also provide resources with those collaborations. And what I mean by that is when Joy presented this opportunity for us all to connect, and we started bringing in partnerships. We're not just going to be a one and done type of program. We are, and what I mean one and done is we're not going to just be done for the summer. We're going to serve as a resource for each and every one of those students throughout each year. So, that's why we're so highly invested in things like mentorship. We want to make sure that they have access to us. They're going to have our emails. They'll be able to reach out to us so they can be successful through life, and then also just answer any questions that they may have if they want to join one of our professions.
Oh, okay. That's dope. That's dope. And share your role with the collaboration and what you do with IMIC City.
Yeah, so IMI City, business consulting and corporate community partnership, right? We bridge the gap, bring the two together. So specifically for the program, I mean, from admin to the curriculum, right? I'm helping specifically with Curry Motorsports as well, helping with the curriculum, helping with all of the business aspects and structures, building with the summer program.
Okay.
So overall, it's just the support that the summer program needs for it to be successful from start to finish.
Okay. And the program is at Wayne State University on the main Detroit campus, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And it sounds like some kids are already signed up. Is it
Yeah.
still openings or?
It is. It is a few openings, but it is filling up fast.
Wow.
The kids have been flowing through every day.
How has the word gotten? Have you guys been on other platforms?
It's word of mouth so far.
Word of mouth, social media.
Yeah.
We've been on
How many students is the max that you guys are?
200.
200.
200.
It's a wait list.
Yeah, we also have a wait list. So we
Wow.
understand that, some families may go on vacation and,
Right.
it may be halfway during our program or
Right.
something. We'll be able to pull another child in, and then other family situations and dynamics may change. So, we always want to keep a wait list to give
Okay.
another child an opportunity.
And this is for, I know we talked a bit before we went live. This is for fifth graders going into sixth grade.
Yeah, so rising 6 through 9. So,
Okay.
it's the fifth going into 6 and 6 going into 7 and so forth.
Now, is there qualifiers for the kids? Is it just a certain zip code region, or does
Yeah.
it matter?
So they all have to be from Southeast Michigan.
Southeast Michigan.
Yes, but we have been focusing on, underserved communities,
Right.
Because those are the children that really need the program.
Right. Okay. Underserved communities and Southeast Michigan. So, is there a particular website that they would go to if they're still interested in learning? Like maybe not this year, but maybe next year.
Yes.
Because I understand you guys are almost filled up. You're almost at capacity.
Yeah, we're almost at capacity, but it is a wait list. I
Okay.
strongly, recommend that they continue to sign up. They can do it through either one of our websites. They can visit Curry Motorsports, or they can visit Inspirational Learning. The link to sign up is on both of those pages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that's good leeway. I'm going to share with our audience. We'll start with Curry Motorsports. We'll show you a website, and people can see how to navigate that. Let me pull that up here. All right, so our audience, this is the website. So it's become a Curry Motorsport driver today. So they put their email address.
Yeah, so that's for the driver sign up.
Okay.
You go to the
To the
Summer
bottom.
program. If you click
Summer
on
program.
summer
Is
program,
it at the bottom or is it at the top?
it's at the top.
Okay, summer program. Make sure our audience sees that. Yeah, okay, so they can see that.
Yep.
And then register or sign up today.
You sign up today, right at the bottom.
Oh yeah, learn more, register. Oh, and I see you. I am my city.
IMI
City, and inspirational learning. It's right there. Okay. Free program.
Yep.
Hey, audience.
Completely.
It's a complete free. Most
Free.
a lot of parents kind of scramble around when school lets out and try to figure out what they're gonna do with their kids for the summer if they're younger.
Yeah.
And because school is out and they don't want them just sitting at home. So it's a free program. You don't have to. It's a lot of stuff costs. So now you guys have funders, or how does I noticed you guys. I know you guys are kind and give it back to the community, but I know it costs to put these programs together.
Yes. You wanted to touch on that?
Well, I just want to say that we're always looking for, in the fundraising stage to support these programs. So we do go after different types of sponsorship and grants that are out there so that we can offer this opportunity to kids. And this is the first year that Julius and I are going to focus on a certain age group. And I really want to point that out, that this year is going to be so impactful because we're servicing the younger kids. Normally we service 14 and above, right? So those teenagers, right? We're getting them really into the engineering and the STEM and the math in motorsports. But this year specifically, we're reaching those younger kids because we lose them around that age, that 13, 14-year-old or 12 to 13-year-old mark, right? Especially our young boys. So it's just important. And we pitched that with our grant funding sources, and they loved it because they're like, this is the stats, this is true. Like, we're losing them in math and science. How can we get them more involved? So coming together and providing that opportunity was, very impactful.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I think you guys deserve some air horns for that. and some applause.
Yeah.
So our audience can see the website. It says there, enroll your student in the free summer program, register today. And the website is currymotorsports.com, right?
Yep. Currymotorsports.com.
And then if they want to learn about other things, it looks like there's other STEAM, other services. Okay. And then
I have to say about My Stakes, that's another one of our partnerships as well in the program. And she's doing a phenomenal job, Christine, with My Stakes. She focuses on STEAM. We bring the STEAM or STEM. We bring the STEAM, she brings the STEM, and we are working together. This is truly a collaboration.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, wow. So in the program, it looks like on the website, it says 9 to 5, right?
Yeah, so it is a 9 to 5 program, but we are serving like a light breakfast in the beginning, just for those children who don't get an opportunity to eat anything.
Okay, so a light breakfast in the beginning?
Yep.
Will it be like a lunch or
Absolutely.
lunch?
Yes, we have lunch included.
Light breakfast, lunch.
Then we're still getting quotes for catering.
Yeah,
if you are.
You're a caterer.
Want to do some lunch boxes.
Right,
for
yeah.
these kids.
Yes.
Who would they reach out to if they're a caterer?
IMI City. So info@imicity.com. And I can give you that email address.
Okay, thank you. So
and it's on the website too, imicity.com.
I'll show the audience your website so they can reach out to you. It's right here. Here's IMI City. And anything particular you want our audience to know about the programs with IMI City on the website? Anything you want to highlight while we're showing?
Anything particular about IMI City?
Yeah. I'm just there's contact information. Is that how they email you? Or?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So the contact goes right to my email.
Okay, so the contact, and it looks like there's email and I think a LinkedIn. And then okay, and there's you're on the page, a collaboration.
Yeah, we're truly definitely a collaboration.
Yes. Yeah. Now this is a popular spot, and if you feel comfortable talking about it. Parlay is a popular spot where people watch the games.
Yeah.
Now they support IM City, or are they?
So IMI City, we have clients.
Okay.
We do business consulting, and Parlay was the client.
Okay. All right. Great. Shout out to Parlay. So let's talk about the date. So it's June 23rd.
Yeah, so it's coming up really fast. So it's June 23rd to July 28th.
Okay.
July 28th being probably going to be our field trip day for it, where they're going to have an awesome opportunity to go out with, the motorsports have a portion of it. And it's going to be an awesome program.
Now, how does this collaboration work with Wayne State? Explain that. I'm an alumni of Wayne State.
So Joik is he's an alumni.
Right.
Really great running back there at Wayne State. He broke all the records, pretty much there, set all the records there at Wayne State for football. A lot of noise was made there while he was there. So funny story, me and Joik was at one point in time, we were actually roommates there at Wayne State.
Okay.
So, that it only
You
felt,
played ball too?
I did not play ball. Should have played ball, but I didn't.
No, but I mean, I'm saying,
Um,
you're roommates. I figured
Yeah.
they used to have athletes in the same
Yeah,
dorms or apartments.
true. But yeah, so we just had an opportunity to be roommates at
Okay.
one point in time. But nevertheless, you know, Joy and that partnership at Wayne State only felt right because that's like our home. Like
Yeah.
Wayne State is like all our home. I mean, she was a Wayne State student, same here. Like you know,
Me too.
yes,
Shout
you
out
know,
Wayne
so
State.
shout out to Wayne State University.
Yeah.
They're making professionals in the city. And we wanted to pair back with Wayne State and, you know, definitely bring a program that we knew would have been impactful. And it only been they would have been the only right partner to start with.
Okay. Great. And so is there a particular part of the campus? Are they at the Mathi building or?
Yep. So at the so they're going to be at the Alex Manoogian
Manoogian building,
for
right.
the educational piece, and then they'll be going over to the football field, state football field.
So it's a combination of in-learning class and activities.
Absolutely.
Now you will be providing some of the motorsport activities.
Yep. So I have 2.5 weeks. The last 2.5 weeks of the program is motorsports.
Okay.
And the first 2.5 is football.
Oh, it's football.
So how it's broken down?
Oh, yeah,
It's
go
a
ahead.
5-week program. The first 2 weeks will be flag football and dance. So
Flag
the
football.
students have options.
Oh, so that's interesting. So it's not just for not just for male or.
No, and we have females that are
Yes.
girl students that are signing up that want to do flag football. So
Oh,
there's-
okay. That's
yeah,
awesome.
it's open for
And Joy Bell's doing the flag football. Or
Yeah.
Yes,
coaches
he
are-
is.
Yeah.
He is. So Joy
Wow.
Bell is over the flag football and the dance camp.
Okay.
Because, you know, not everyone might not want to play flag football.
Right.
But like she mentioned before, flag football, we getting a lot of ladies who are signing up, which is awesome.
And then
That's
at dance,
awesome.
we're getting some males signed up. So
Okay.
that's a good
Yeah.
thing. Yes.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
really to for the kids to be
Yeah.
active. right?
Active, yes.
And then also the last 2 weeks, as Julius said, will be motorsports. We are
Okay.
taking the kids to a field trip as well.
Okay.
But for the full 5 weeks, we'll have the literacy and math.
Okay.
And then we'll also have our leadership panel.
Oh, awesome. So how can the community be supportive? I know the kids are signing up. What are some ways we can be supportive to support? Because I'm hoping this will be a annual thing for the city of Detroit and serving the Southeast Michigan students.
Yeah, you know, just showing support. You know, they could share the program with their loved ones. You know, we're always looking for people to just kind of, you know, let them know that we're here.
Okay.
Because we are trying to bring a great program in the city to keep.
You need volunteers, donations. Hey, if they're afraid to ask for money, you guys need donations from individuals, or if you guys have a connection with a corporation, you guys need donations. So I know you guys, it sounds like things are in play now, but I mean,
We are looking for partnerships, especially when it comes to like
Yeah.
our catering and things of that
Catering,
nature.
okay.
So yeah, I mean, we are looking for support, and we have other programs too.
okay.
So yeah.
And what about
definitely.
volunteers, or you need specific
Yeah.
skills with science, math, or engineering? I'm not sure.
So we do have you know, professionals that's going to be
Okay.
you know, both teaching the curriculum and those students who are pretty much been flowing through signing up. They can feel free to definitely apply. I'm just pretty much filling up the end of my roster with everyone, with the staff. So we're going to be pretty much staffed, but you know, if there's an opportunity for them to be engaged, you know, we'd love for our community to always help us out. Yeah.
Any announcements about this program or any things you guys are doing that you want to share with our audience as we wrap things up?
I think just follow us
Yeah.
and just keep up, you know, and that's going to be a great opportunity for people to get involved in what we're doing and be supportive and all of the other things, right?
Right. Okay, so follow, which is it Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, or
Yeah,
what's the best?
I can go first. We can go to @official Curry Motorsports on Instagram
Instagram, okay.
and Curry Motorsports on Facebook.
Curry Motorsports on Facebook, and what was the Instagram again?
@official Curry Motorsports.
Okay,
Yeah,
official.
and you go to my website www.currymotorsports.com. You find out all that other information.
Okay. Are there any other programs that you offer?
Well, yeah, we do. We do a lot, man. We got 2 other programs going. One is an engine building program, and then one is a program training where we're going to take students out to the racetrack and and shadow the different job opportunities.
Yeah,
So we
yeah,
can
yeah.
give them another hands-on opportunity,
That's
especially
awesome.
the people that are over 16 years old. So it's gonna be awesome summer,
Yeah.
busy but awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Any
Yeah, so Inspirational Learning at Inspirational Learning on Facebook, at Inspirational Learning on LinkedIn. I seem to connect with a lot of good people on LinkedIn. But yeah, Inspirational Learning, where we primarily focus on math and reading. If your child need tutoring in those areas, we will be glad to help. Just so you can shoot an email.
I just shared your website on the
Absolutely. Yeah, they can reach us at the website. And connect with us. We're here to educate people.
All right. And those, is that fee for service tutoring, or
We do have fee for service tutoring, and then we also provide a free resource on YouTube because we make curriculum videos. Yes.
Okay. So there's a YouTube channel.
Yes, it is Inspirational Learning Institute on YouTube.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. Any other announcements? Did I cover everything?
Well, I just want to say
Yeah.
IMI City. So on Instagram, it is IMI City.
Mhm.
And on LinkedIn, it's AM space MY space City
Okay.
Co. So if you just put in IMI City Co.
IMI City Co. Okay. All right.
On LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. And what was the other hand? Was it Instagram?
IMI City on Instagram.
On Instagram. Okay. All right.
Well, it's IMI City brand.
IMI City brand. Okay. Great. Well, that's good. I'm excited about what you're doing. Here on this platform, we celebrate people in Detroit who are doing positive things in the community. We try to give you guys your flowers for what you're doing. If no one are acknowledging you, I'm pretty sure there are people, you guys, doing a unique program. And this is our way of just saying, hey, thank you. And we want to encourage our supporters to share, follow them on LinkedIn and Instagram and Facebook, and share the program. And I know it's going to have an impact on these kids, over 200 kids serving Southeast Michigan. So thanks again for giving me the honor just to showcase what you guys are doing in the city. And if there's any way I can help spread the word or to encourage you guys. And hey, they didn't really ask, but if you can support by any charitable donations, go to their websites. Again, what's your website again?
CurryMotorsports.com.
Okay, and yours?
Inspirationallearning.org.
And yours?
IMICity.com.
All right, so we can support by giving donations, or if you know someone that can benefit from these programs, or just sharing it with some kids in your family, in your church, or wherever you worship, or maybe at your job or in the community. So we just thank you guys for sharing. Anything else? I want to make sure I covered everything before we let you guys go.
No, I think that's all I said.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for having us.
We just want to really encourage people to get out the streets and get into motorsports. If you really want to, you really want to do something, get off those street corners and let's get to the tracks where you can actually learn with a coach. We got professionals that have,
So they can learn how to be in the pit crew.
they can learn the whole, whether you want to be behind the camera, whether you want to be a journalist, whether you want to be a facility manager, whether you want to be a cameraman, or whether you want to be numbers doing stuff in the pits.
It's stuff that I didn't know about it.
They even have fashion.
Now, let me ask you a question. This is kind of a little bit off topic because you're wearing the Jordan hat. Now, my understanding is that did Jordan's have is he in the motorsports?
Yeah, Jordan has a NASCAR team. He has actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 23 and the 45 and the 11 are the three cars that he running.
So he has a whole team.
Yeah, he has a team.
He owns a team.
Started back, and he's doing a great job. He has Bubba Wallace. He's a great, good driver. He's doing pretty good this year. I'm excited for him.
Okay.
And I just think that Jordan, the brand, is going to be good for motorsports. They're having some, they have their own issues, but I think that ultimately, the Jordan brand is going to be successful.
Now, which for your brand, is a company?
Curry Motorsports, yeah.
Which races have you?
So this year we've been focused on driver development. We are getting some drivers out there, and I want to focus more on IMSA, which is road racing. So
Road
we do
racing.
have drivers that are going to be on the track
Okay.
this year.
So you're more driver development, and eventually it's going to lead into.
Well, yeah, race team too.
Race
so
team.
I've ran the truck series. I ran the full season.
Okay.
Finished 26 in points in NASCAR. So I've done that before. But my thing now is I wanted to get more into GT series
Okay.
and road racing. So
Okay.
this is my journey to get to the track. So
Yeah, I like it. You're very passionate and very well versed in that. That's awesome.
All right. Well, that concludes our episode. Again, for those who are watching and who will watch the replay, if you're finding value in what we're doing, please like, subscribe, share. In the replay, we'll have in the show notes the website links and email where you can contact them and give support. So thanks again, everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you.
thank you for having us.
Hey everyone, this is Charlie the Plug, your host of the Detroit Metro Plug podcast, powered by Empower You Ventures. Don't forget to subscribe so you too can be a part of the biggest empowerment network on YouTube and Facebook. We bring you weekly interviews of Detroit difference makers in the area of entrepreneurship, community involvement, also reaction to business news and community news. This does not happen without your support. Thank you.